Hello everyone, welcome back to Science Icons once again. So today, here we are going to learn what is block and tackle all about. Now before knowing block and tackle, we have to know about pulley, right? For that, a detailed video has already been uploaded. You can check it using the link given in the description. But here, let's consider that you know what is a pulley. Keeping that in mind, we will be understanding the concept of block and tackle. So basically, when several pulleys are kept in block, then we term it as block and tackle system. First of all, we have to know what is a block. The frame of pulley is known as block. As you can see here, I have drawn two examples. The full frame of pulley is known as block. And the above part, that is top part of this particular block is termed as block 1 and the lower part is termed as block 2. Similarly goes here. This is your upper block, this is block 1 and last two are your block 2. So this is your block 2 and this part is your block 1. How we are dividing? We are dividing here. Now how we will understand what is block, which is block 1 and which is block 2? By seeing this particular part. See the upper portion which is fixed. The upper portion, the block 1 part is always fixed to a rigid support. That's why we are calling it the fixed part, or to our simplicity we can call it block 1. And the part which is hanging, that is known as block 2. And what is your tackle? Tackle is nothing but the string that is passing over the pulleys, that is holding it all together. You can see the strings that are drawn. That is your tackle. Now first of all, we have to know there can be two scenarios. Block 1, that is number of pulleys in block 1 can be greater than number of pulleys in block 2, or it can be equal. That is number of pulleys in block 1 can be equal to the number of pulleys in block 2. If the number of pulleys in block 1 is equal to the number of pulleys in block 2, as you can see in scenario 2, then the string which is wrapped or the string which is passing over the pulley will be attached to the upper block, okay, to the fixed part, as you can see here. And when it comes to this scenario where the number of pulleys in block 1 is greater than the number of pulleys in block 2, then the string is always attached to the lower block. Now you will say a third situation can also arise where block 2 is greater than block 1, but in case of block and tackle, that is not possible. And we have to also know here we have to apply the effort. Load is hanged here from the lower portion and all the string is having the frictional force within. Right, the frictional force, since we are not actually considering the ideal situation, and moreover, tensional forces are also getting